This is Tuesday, August 25th. It's trail day 68, following the white blazes, leaving Norwich, Vermont, headed into New Hampshire. I kind of got caught in the vortex there at the hostel and stayed Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. The box that was supposed to be at the post office on Saturday has still not showed up at the post office. So I filled out a form to bounce it to Lincoln, New Hampshire. And hopefully it'll be there when I get there. The struggles of the trail. So originally I was going to try to do 16 miles today. Make it to the third shelter out of town, because the second shelter does not have any water. But it is 12:45 in the afternoon, so I'm probably not going to get in 16 miles. So we will see how far I can make it. I've got to stop at the store in Hanover and grab a couple of supplies. Not very many, but a few. I had some food in the box, so I was waiting to see if I got my box first. So anyway, we are back on trail. The sign even says trail. Where we end up today is anybody's guess, but just depends on the terrain. Look pretty smooth, so I might can make it to Trapper John, close to it. It'll just be dark when I get there, so we'll just see how the day goes. Now, for those that's paying attention, the previous video was at Vermont 12 and West Hartford. So since I've waited later on the box, I am starting 8 miles north on the trail from where I got off. When I get to Katahdin and come back on the flop, I'll stay here at the hostel and get them to slack pack me over that 8 miles, so that way I'm not skipping anything. But for right now, I gotta try to make time to make sure I get to the canoe at the Kennebec and summit Katahdin. So we're not skipping anything permanently, just temporarily. It's kind of funny. There's this nice little paved sidewalk, and you can see where all the hikers, including myself, was walking this dirt path here. Walking on pavement with a pack sucks. So walking on nice dirt is always preferred to concrete or blacktop. But we'll be crossing into New Hampshire here shortly. I do believe this is the Connecticut River. And we are leaving Vermont and entering New Hampshire. Welcome to New Hampshire. So now that we got everything we need, we're about a mile to the first shelter. But you can see what is coming for us. hopefully we come across something where we can get out of the rain if it does start raining, which I'm pretty sure it's going to, because that's just the way it goes. It will start, and then I don't know, probably 50 feet from the shelter it'll stop. But that's just the way it goes. We're about to leave civilization for the last time, 7 days. And after 3 days of not hiking, I'm definitely ready to be back on the trail. So it started raining before we made it out of town, but there's a bench here under the cover somewhat at the community center, and it's supposed to be a short-lived storm, so I'm just gonna chill right here until somebody runs me off, which I don't think will happen. The community center's closed. Has construction workers going in and out. No, they're not gonna care. So I'm just gonna chill here for a little bit, and then we'll get out of town. So the rain is past just in front of us now. There's clear skies behind us. So I'm gonna walk into the first shelter, about a mile, and then evaluate from there. It's about 3:30, so we may just make it into the first shelter and then get to Trapper John tomorrow. Kind of a slow restart, but we're restarted. That's all that counts. So when you get just past the co-op, trail takes a left. It's the Velvet Rock Shelter. It says it's 0.8 miles away. So we just got back in the woods. The softball field there is right there. The thunder is hammering pretty good to the trail east, or it was just before I turned the camera on. The Forest Service sign said the shelter is 1.2 miles away. Gut Hook says the shelter is 0.7 miles away. So, who knows? Hopefully, as we have blue skies above us, it will stay that way until we get to the shelter. So I'm almost to the Velvet Rock Shelter, I think. And it wants to start raining again. So the AT has jokes today. There should be a blue trail to the left. It goes to the shelter. And it looks like we have arrived at that. Yeah. I didn't put the rain cover on my pack. So it'll probably get at least the bottom third wet. That's alright, everything in there is in dry bags. They have not leaked yet. And I tell you, these last few days in Vermont are a good welcome to New Hampshire. So this is the Velvet Rock Shelter. Not much to it, but it is dry. So I'm just gonna hang out here for a few minutes and decide whether I want to post up camp here for the night, or if I want to try to press on north somewhere else. This 4:15, so I don't know. I'm gonna take a few minutes and think about it. So the rain stopped. It's kind of cool how the sunlight and the fog shining through the trees, if that shows up on camera. Well, anyway, I decided to stay here for the night. It's just too late in the day to make it to either of the next shelters. The next shelter for sure doesn't have water. This one in the logbook entry for yesterday says that the water is dry here. So I have 2 liters of Powerade. That'll be sufficient for this afternoon and the morning. And then there's a couple of water sources up north of the trail. There's also a deli that's like right off from the trail at a road crossing. So I'm gonna pick up a cold drink tomorrow. So tomorrow it's like 14 point something miles to Trapper John. So I'll probably stop at that deli, get some more Gatorade, something like that, and just load up on water before I get to the shelter. This Trapper John, the comments and gut hooks is kind of like puddles. So it did rain today. It rained a little yesterday and I think the day before, but I don't know about how far up the trail the rain has been. So yeah, unfortunately I wanted to be at Trapper John tonight, but I'm just not hiking in the dark because I forgot to get another set of batteries in town. So the batteries in my headlamp is all I got, so yeah, I gotta keep that night hiking stuff to the minimum. So yeah, just a 4-mile day today, but tomorrow we're gonna do a 15-mile day And I'm going to try to do 15 miles or thereabout as close as I can going forward. I know in the whites there'll be a couple days I'm probably not going to do that, but we'll just see how it goes. So we'll be back to a good day of hiking starting tomorrow.